Green Team Academy podcast, episode 62. Tune in to my interview with 3 members from the Lakewood High School Environmental Club. This is Amanda Opp. She's the president and founder, along with 2 vice presidents, Lucy Carney and Lauren Utz. Hey, are you ready to make a positive impact for the planet? If so, then you're in the right place. My name is Joan Gregerson, and I am an eco-nut. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to head over to the greenteamacademy.com website to pick up plenty of other resources to help you on your way. And with that, let's get started. Hey, Green Team, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Green Team Academy podcast. And we're going to have fun today because we're going to go to school. We're going to go to Lakewood High School and meet the members of the Lakewood High School Environmental Club. And we caught them right after school. So let's just start. And how about each of you just introduce yourself? And I know there's so many things that high school students can participate in, so many things take time. So why did you decide to participate?
Okay. Hi, I'm Amanda Opp. I founded the Lakewood Environmental Club. I am also the president right now. I founded it sophomore year after I couldn't find any recycling bins around the school. So I talked to a lot of my friends and then a teacher sponsor, and we decided to start a club.
Okay, so I'm Lucy. I joined the club because when Amanda asked me if I would enjoy being a part of it, at first I wasn't so sure, but I kind of thought about it, and I realized that there wasn't a lot of recycling at Lakewood, like she said, and there was a lot of trash all the time around our school, and I also wanted to kind of learn new ways and discover new ways to be better at home.
I'm Lauren. I joined Environmental Club last year because I was friends with Amanda and she was the one who founded it. And I really was in agreement with a lot of the reasons why she started the club, because our school is not very clean or environmental friendly. So I wanted to see what I could do to help change that. So I joined the club.
It's really kind of surprising, isn't it, that in this day, like in 2019, 2018, when you started, that there wouldn't be really well established recycling. So tell us, how did it start? So this started in the fall of 2018. So what did you start by doing?
Some of the biggest challenge is really to get recycling bins in the atriums, because a lot of kids don't know what should be recycled and what should be thrown away. Even sometimes I can be confused. So a lot of trash ends up being in the recycling bins. So that's one of the challenges that we're trying to face this year is what should we do with that? Should we have students buy the recycling bins, monitoring what goes in and what doesn't? Or what can we do as a club to completely educate the entire student body on what they should and shouldn't recycle? And going back to the education part is that we're really trying to focus on reduce, reuse, and recycle, which starts off at reducing your intake from the very beginning instead of having to rely on our core recycling program in the U.S. as a source of being as green as you can be. What we found was the most helpful with connecting to the student body is through our Instagram account. We have over 200 followers. That's not a big percentage of the whole school, but it's still a large group of kids who get our updates on things that you can do to be more green, and really going back to the reduce, reuse, recycle is reducing your consumption at the very beginning. The biggest problem is management. The custodians at Lakewood already have a big enough problem with dealing with the trash at Lakewood, let alone having to deal with recycling and trash. So trying to work with them to do something that doesn't create more work for them, but also trying to do something that's green for the planet.
Gotcha.
So that's our biggest problem.
Right. Okay. And so that's one of your goals for this year?
Yes.
And So how about maybe Lauren, do you want to talk about what are some of the things that you participated in last year? Because I know that the city of Lakewood reached out and awarded your Eco Club and gave you an award, which is kind of amazing because it was your first year in existence. So this was the Defender of the Planet Award. So what are some of the things that you did last year?
So last year we were really focusing on connecting with other people in the school and like trying to grow our club and like spread our cause. So whenever our school would do any like function, like we do Trick or Treat Street, we would participate in that and help like push our cause as a club. So we would like hand out information or like quiz people on like what should and should not be recycled and stuff like that. And then also when Earth Day came around, we did a raffle that people were, if they wanted to enter the raffle, they had to answer some environmental questions. And so that was all just like very basic, but also it was very like successful in connecting with other students at school that we normally didn't see. And so they became like more aware of what we were doing.
Right now, because there is email and social media, we tend to think that that is the best way to reach people. But the cool thing, you guys are doing the most powerful thing, which is having one-to-one conversations with people. How about you, Lucy? What were some of the things that you, maybe it was the same or other things that you think of that you were participating in last year?
We just go to like any event where clubs are welcome pretty much. Like this year we have like the Tiger Prowl, which is like the kickoff to homecoming week. It's like a 5K. So anything where like clubs are welcome, our input is, you know, like somewhere where we can explain our cause, I guess.
That's neat. So you're doing another smart thing that other people can follow your example, which is you don't always have to try and get people to come to you. You can go to those events where people already are and reach a lot more people. Climate Strike is coming up on September 20th, and we've talked a lot about waste diversion with recycling and such. But is climate change also something that you're interested in? And of course, you know, recycling, that is a climate action. But tell us what you're thinking about that climate strike and climate change in general.
Yeah, so climate change is a huge passion of mine, and preventing it, obviously. I mean, one of the biggest like dreams that I could have for Lakewood is if we had solar panels, but that's obviously a huge task to take on for just a small high school club. But the strike is definitely something that we're going to participate in. We have around 8 or 9 kids from our club who are going to be going to the strike. We're either going to carpool or take the light rail. And we really want to get involved to obviously prevent climate change, because I think it's one of the biggest threats to our generation as a whole, and one of the biggest problems that we'll have to face.
And Lauren, what would you say, like, what would you like if you guys go to this climate strike? What do you want adults to do? How can adults be effective allies?
Well, I just really wish that adults would know that we care and that they should care too, and that when like elections and such come around, they should pay attention to who they're voting for and to make sure that their vote goes to a good cause, and also that at any opportunity they have, they choose to do something that will decrease their carbon footprint, because we're the ones that are going to have to live in this world even after they're gone. And so we would just like to make things a little bit easier on us when our time comes.
Well said. Well said, indeed. So are you guys making signs to bring?
Yes, we will make signs. We'll probably wear our most eco-friendly shirts. I don't know. Yeah. Have our protest signs. Yep.
Awesome. That's great. Amanda, you're a junior.
Yep.
And what grade are you, Lucy?
Oh, we're all juniors.
You're all juniors. Okay. So when you're looking forward, by the time that you graduate, that will be in 2021.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you see as a vision for what you hope to accomplish with the Eco Club by having started this and participated in it? What do you hope to be handing off to the people that are coming behind you?
For me, I'd like to be handing off a club that is well known across Lakewood, getting Lakewood to be one of the most eco-friendly schools in Jetco. I think that would be huge, and really just educating the entire student body and people who are in our generation to know how big of a problem that global warming is, and that it's something that we will have to deal with. Like, it's a bigger problem than what I think a lot of people think. I think that it'll have to be a problem that we deal with within the few years and not just put off until 2050 or 2060 when we are into our adulthood. It's something that we'll have to tackle as soon as we possibly can.
What do you think, Lucy? What would you like?
Well, since we only have 2 years left, to pass on, I definitely want it to be like a well-known club, and lots of people like educated and understanding about like reducing, and just like the club being kind of part of something that everyone kind of knows about. I don't think it's possible in like before we graduate, but I would like solar panels on the school, like Amanda said, and for us to decrease our carbon footprint. I definitely want it to just kind of be part of the culture at Lakewood, that there are lots of environmentalists. I think another thing important is I want like our club to be contacting like big corporations about their impact as well, and like maybe like the word goes around about that.
So you're saying changing the school, changing it from just a club to a whole eco culture, and then even reaching beyond to be contacting corporations, businesses, and asking them to change and do better. How about you, Lauren? Is there anything you want to add to that, or your perspective?
Lucy kind of covered this, but I would really like to help decrease our energy intake, because a lot of times when you walk by classrooms when they're not even having class, like the lights will be on, so will like the smart board and everything. And even when you like drive by the school at night, all the lights are on, even though like sure the custodians are still here, but there's no reason for us to take in that much energy. So that's something I would like to handle.
Yeah, well, it seems like you guys, I mean, we're at the start of this year right now, and you already got a lot going. I know I had the privilege of showing up and meeting a bunch of you, and I was surprised in your first year there was like 20, I think there were 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, it's definitely an important issue, and I'm so happy that you guys are making that effort to raise awareness for that. And so I'm going to see you at the climate strike. And is there? Well, tell us how people can. The best way to find.
The best way to contact us would be our Instagram. It's at LHS_Eco Club.
That sounds great. Well, so nice meeting you all, and I'm sure you'll be able to make a difference in the next 2 years that you have there. So thank you. Thanks so much for hanging out, and remember, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
The time for action is now, as these ladies are already showing us, because there is no planet B. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's it for another episode of the Green Team Academy podcast. Remember to check out all the resources to help you make a positive eco impact in your community at greenteamacademy.com. Thanks so much, and see you right back here soon.